So today we are going on a trip. The trip will start from the Polytechnic University. Then we will visit the important places of Perm. Like the first spot which we are going right now is the Kama River. So stay tuned. Let's go.
Invented this excursion for you. So, I'll do it.
Я надеюсь, что в этом экскурсии я смогу вам рассказать что-то новое, интересное, чего вы не знали. I'm really happy to see you in our Perm city, and I really want that I let you know something special we didn't know before about our favorite Perm city. So, as Елена said, my name is Danila. I'm a student from Perm State Institute of Culture. Я студент Пермского государственного института культуры. And today I'm make some short trek, like hiking route, pedestrian like travel to green line of the Perm. Сегодня я сделал первый туристический маршрут, который взял, так сказать, часть очень интересного, не очень долго, но интересного. Всем вам буду рассказать про нее. All of this hiking route, it's about 2 hours. For 2 hours you can like travel every of this road, and also on any language we have free
Guide.
Audio guide.
free voice guide. So if you're alone, you don't need to worry. You just stop it in PK or something like this, and you easily can listen about every attractive places in Perm.
Here we have just a short part for you, the most interesting. And if you want to follow the whole, it's very good as well. Then you can do it yourself with audio guide. But today, a little shorter with the most interesting things.
И последняя точка для вечернего шоу. На вот таким вот объектом стоит такой информационный стенд. И благодаря вот этой вот линии зеленой, видите, там сверкает. Мы можем прямо как мы с вами пойдем. Вот по такой вот интересной карте. У нас с вами вот такая вот карта. You see the map like this from the first point, we go to 10 point. First we go to 6, and after we go nearby Kama River. So we speak about too many different things, not just about what we saw. I'm telling you what I know, and also I really try to put some special pictures in it. If you don't understand something or you not to do, that's just I'm not a teacher, but sometimes I can do it. But and we speak about it.
Acha, its name is Salty Ears.
Okay. Oh, what? Okay, someone else? Someone know? Why? Давай подвигай поближе. Знаешь, почему любимый соленый ужин?
Да, потому что люди таскали на соленые мешки, из-за этого не было соли,
So, listen guys, you was right, everyone was right. I think it's not something special for us, because we know from 15th century Perm was the grateful in Perm region, in all Ural, in the whole Ural, the place where people try to dig salts. Yeah, Urals, thank you. People try to make, digging up salt, and the salt was like just the one point how they can save some food, and also it was really good for trading. So that's why people like carry this big 60 or 80 kilograms of salt on the ears and on the neck, and when they go to some bar or restaurant, before of course it's called different, it's called kabaks, and people see the big red ears, and everyone understood, okay, this is the person who walking there. Люди сразу понимали, что это соленос, когда он заходил куда-нибудь в кабак, в кафе, они видели красные раздраженные уши и сразу понимали, что человек у нас занимается такой соленой. As I saw your pictures, все сделали фотографии, yes?
Да.
Okay, so little by little we might start our excursion to this way. But for it will be more interesting, I'm explaining you why from the history, from the start of the Perm, we had this area of the trees. Why Perm, how Perm city uses before? Someone know how people use this area of the trees? You know, it was really,
Do you know what is it for? This alley, this tree alley in the middle of the. Do you know what was it firstly made for? Do you know? No. No.
Кто-нибудь знает, для чего создана вот эта аллея деревьев? Ты знаешь,
Не
что
знаю.
была по истории? Почему?
Just like a street, in order to walk, like
To walk.
you said.
No. Firstly, not.
Yes, but it's definitely important point too.
For
But-
now. For now,
yes,
it's walking
yes.
alley.
But the one point, like of every objects here and here, people did it first for necessary, for something special. It was fire protection area. Our town was separated by two areas. One area was full of manufacturing, full of everything important. And one area was just like a living area. That's why when we had fire in one area, for whole city not was burned, people dig this area of the trees, and
Oh.
no,
It was divided. It divided. What?
посадил.
Planted?
They planted special trees, so they not was burned. Это такие растения, как ива, не береза.
So it's special trees which burn badly. It's for fire protection because not all the trees burn well, and it's because all the buildings were made of what? How do you think? Of wood. Yeah, that is why fire was very, very dangerous. The whole city could be destroyed. That is why it was made. And now it's just for you to walk and relax. Because nowadays, the real
House of
merchant.
House of Merchant Baranovой. So it was like really rich woman. Это была очень богатая женщина, who built this area just for trade. People can trade and can rent the area here, but she never lives there. Она была очень зажиточной такой вот чихой, которая могла сделать себе здание, в котором она была зажиточным человеком, которая могла сделать себе здание и просто сдавать его в аренду. Сама она торговала на черном рынке, который находится... Да, зеленый там находится. Она сама торговала на черном рынке на сквере уральских добровольцев. So she trade in different place on the black market, on the station square уральских добровольцев.
Maybe you know this place.
And also her husband like created пряники, like special Russian culture.
Gingerbread. It's in Russian пряник. Her husband изобрел.
Да, да. Нет, не изобрел, он прямо типа распространил это.
So her husband, how to say it, made this gingerbread very famous in her region.
So we can go slow by
Do you know who's merchant? Like buyer.
Perm animal style. It was how we did some herb before on the flag, and also the part of our flag of Perm region. It was this beard.
just spoil. It's a symbol and it's a flag.
So we don't close the topic about our flag. We will speak about this later because we had one important object, and it was like a history how we can get the flag like this. Мы еще поговорим про историю, что у нас именно. So, as you know, rich by rich, it's more money.
More money.
So that's why they can like explain, create something like mall.
Mall.
Люди уже в то время могли сделать что-то наподобие торгового центра. They create some things like mall, and all of that house was just for rent. People came, someone lived on the second floor, yeah, just for living. Кто-то просто снимал квартиры, комнаты на втором этаже, да? А на первом этаже, on the first floor, on the ground floor, they had big basement, and all of that basement was full of animals.
Skin, like,
Skin of,
trading.
yeah, skin of animals, and also really cool and expensive clothes from India, Egypt. So as you know, Perm, it was a big center of trading. So as especially thanks for our river, thanks for our neighbors who had big rivers.
It was very,
Yeah.
very comfortable.
Oh, yes.
By ship.
Things from for ship. And India things were very, I think, expensive. Yeah,
Definitely.
very expensive. From
Spices.
India those days were.
Yeah.
Yeah, spices. It
Over
was
here.
sometimes it was more expensive than salt. So that's why don't be surprised if you check some historical movie and you can see some Indian clothes on Russian rich people. So не удивляйтесь, если когда-нибудь, когда вы будете смотреть историческое кино, вы можете увидеть совершенно другие стили одежды, совершенно другие стили там какого-то архитектурного замысла. You might see what as you see on this building is not Russian style building. We had a lot of architects who like would study abroad and come back to Russia and made really expensive buildings.
Buildings, yeah, they built and in different styles, really different styles.
Yeah. And big thanks to India. I think first tea who came in Russia came from India. That's why this was almost first big place when Perm people came to buy tea. Tea and after something sweet like lakritsa. Sorry, I don't know how to translate this. Some sweet things from the honey, from India и все такое. То есть благодаря вот этому месту у нас в Пермском крае, в России, в принципе, закрепилась очень круто привычка пить чай постоянно в прикуску с какими-то сладостями. Вот. Я уже рассказал, где она торговала.
Да.
Потом дальше, before Soviet Union, in Soviet Union, oh, excuse me, my mistake. 1901 year, it was like special electro theater, modern, so it was somehow cinema before, and after it was club of HEP, people who walking at the river,
Sailors, sailors.
yeah,
River sailors.
yeah, after it was club of Иосиф Виссарионович Stalin. And one important thing what I want to say about almost every object what we might saw, sometimes in some history periods, it was like church place, and after it was Soviet Union government place. So, and it happens not once time. Once it was like church place, after Soviet Union came to like
Governing something.
and after again revolution, something like this. Проблема в том, даже не проблема, а особенность всех вот этих зданий исторических в том, что у них получается постоянно переходящий флаг. Кто-то постоянно заботился о том, чтобы люди верили там, в социалистическое государство будущего, кто-то был спокоен тем, чтобы люди просто верили там, в Бога, заботились друг о друге. И вот это можно назвать такой особенностью конкретно всех городов, потому что у нас очень большая такая борьба за власть была в этом плане.
Soviet Union you know that they actually not did it like churches, but it was forbidden to do it. Right? That is why lots of places which were connected to church, they changed for governing, for some places to study, different kinds of things. And then after Soviet Union, it again became churches. Actually, today we speak of one of very big buildings of this country. So,
And one cool thing, we finished with this object. So, to say about this short, it was really cool mall. Like we had, for example,
first mall.
Yeah, it was
First mall.
First
Very
mall,
way.
yeah, little shopping center. These
Yeah.
days there were no shopping centers, just
Yeah.
trading, just markets.
And really cool. We don't need go somewhere. We should just look back, and we might see часовню.
A little church, yeah?
Yes, it's church, but first it was часовня святого Степана Великопермского. Стефан Great Perm first. And сначала я скажу немного по-русски. Одна очень интересная особенность Степана Великопермского заключалась в том, что это был человек, который как крестил все веры, но времен даже не было. У нас раньше тут была это были они были язычники, и, соответственно, они ни в какого бога не верили, были диковаты, поэтому как у нас перевел на язык влияние православия. Вот поэтому его так любят. Потом, короче, его фан-клуб, простыми словами, создал деньги с простого населения. Благодаря тому, что он прям очень много сделал. Вот они создали вот эту вот Да, он как бы даже в Перми не был, он до Перми не дошел, он просто перевел все текста для того, чтобы покрестить так основательно. Alright, so I will translate all of this in English. Stefan Velikopermsky. Someone know the story about Kirill and Methody?
Do you know who is Kirill and Methody? A Russian alphabet was made by Kirill and Methody.
It was people who join every people who fight between each other about different religion, different language, and it was first people they holy in Bible, they was holy facing the Bible, and Stefan Velikopermsky, this person, it's the same for Perm. Before Pravoslavia, before Orthodox came in Perm region, all Perm, before it was Perm Vычегодska. It was really unfriendly place. We really love to fight and
Pagans where they like fighting and struggling.
Rob, something like this. And the first, this Stefan Velikopermsky, he is translate Holy Book of Bible on Vычегодский Komi язык. He's translate Holy Bible on this language, and thankfully for him, we get Pravoslavia in our official religion. And this political movement helped Russia being more
united.
More united.
So he gave Christianity to this place.
And one really interesting thing, thankfully for him, after it's happened, after Pravoslavia religion came in Perm, people show much love to him, much respect for this person, made this church by his name. But one important thing, he never was in Perm.
He's never been to Perm.
Yeah, he's never been to Perm. He just speak about what he's want. Okay, we get his book, and after we started to believe. After it was school, children garden, and right now it was some religion celebration right now. It still work, but I don't really sure it's for open.
I think no, it's only for people who work in the sphere of churches and so on. So it's not open for visits, but it's connected.
All right. So we finish with these objects, and the second one will be fourth. Это
Just
okay, we may keep moving.
okay. Yes.
poi esperamos ir a ver.
University where teacher
Studies.
Давайте сначала я скажу на русском. Я очень хотел, чтобы здесь кто-нибудь нашелся из людей, которые были из Пермского педагогического института, но, соответственно, нет. Но благодаря вот этому знанию, по сути, был первый официальный вклад, который государство вложило.
कुछ बच्चे तो
Была
वीजा के
первая
लिए गए.
великая библиотека Пермского педагогического института. Ну, то есть, получается, весь педагогический Пермский институт начался с этого здания, а именно с библиотеки великой, которую вот прям собирали по всем областям, потому что книги раньше было очень дорого. То есть было великим чудом, если у какого-нибудь купца будет 2-3 книги за всю жизнь. Это считалось очень хорошим уровнем. I would like to tell you about this institute, Teacher Institute. It started from here, the big library, the great library from here. It's collected by government, by people about 20 or 30 years. We collect that book, and after its books go to Perm State of Sweden. Okay, let's get started. In 185 years old, people created this object as it was like private
Public बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, building की बात.
But after, in 199 years, it opened women's teachers united. It was really difficult and hard to go. Can you imagine? The women from 14 till 20 years old studied here 4 years, and it was really difficult to study. If someone can sing, if someone can dance, people not access to this high education place. That's why after we had a lot of teachers in our Perm area, and after the level of education of nationals here started getting high. Благодаря тому, что здесь обучилось какое-то время очень много учителей, наконец-то у нас вот средний уровень образования, вот именно в Пермском крае, он начал потихонечку повышаться. After we had revolution, after we had war, and maybe it's not big war, but we had some, and after they closed the teachers' school and opened itself.
Schools for officers.
Officers.
Schools for officers. They opened it, but big thing for the fight. It was maybe about 5 or 7 years, and after they opened again the teacher school because all these revolutions we stopped to fight between each other, and after we again opened that
Teacher school.
That's why. Поэтому мы смогли продолжить, так сказать, просветительскую деятельность на территории Перми. Благодаря вот этому вот совпадению мы не ушли в милитаризацию. Thankfully for these things, we don't go to
Militarization.
yeah, we don't go to really big militarization because for ethnicity, for people, for normal people who living their own life, more important for them is the level of education than the possibility to fight.
What is it now, do you know? Что сейчас?
Сейчас это дом детского творчества. Right now it's house of kids.
Creation, they create different clubs for kids. Huh? It's not kindergarten. Kindergarten is the official thing in Russia for children from the year of they go to kindergarten. There they study of state, they eat, sleep and so on. Here is a house for creativity. So children just come here for 1 or 2 hours to study some field. Maybe cooking, maybe I don't know what, maybe singing or sculpture or doing something from the plasticity. So it's not for the whole day. It's just for children to visit, to do something, and then they go. So it's for a house.
So if you say about this church, finish with this object, we might say thankfully for this object we have level of education, we have different classes. So that's very big proud of starting from the first step, and thankfully for this building, we don't go to the education and we try to continue our education.
You have educational teaching.
Yes. Okay, our picture will continue. Let's go now. Behind my back, behind my shoulder, you might see exhibition hall. It's a really important place for Perm because after this place, the prestige and authority of Russian people, of Perm people of art, getting really high. They painting, they monuments, they statue stay really expensive. And as I said before, thankfully we had cool town about river, and that's why we had a lot of import,
Import-export.
that's why we had a lot of painting of from India, Egypt, Algiers, something like this. So it was a place, multicultural place. It was the first place of the foreigners when you might meet with someone, when you might speak with someone. And as I said before, everyone understood. Before we don't have no cinema, no big library, so people came here just for speak about
To
something.
communicate and to relax. Because long years ago we didn't have places as it is now. Clubs, cinemas, restaurants, what people could meet and just spend their time, show themselves.
Сильно поднялась из-за того, что у нас торговый город был. Там много было, знаешь, индийских работ, алжирских, египетских. Благодаря этому это был такой первый мультикультурный центр. И люди туда приходили пообщаться в основном, да. Можно сказать, что из-за отсутствия высокого образования раньше нельзя сказать, что очень много людей прямо шли, чтобы восхититься работой. В основном люди шли поговорить, узнать какие-то сплетни, политические новости. Ну и, в общем, сказать простыми словами, это площадь, можно сказать. Раньше вот там собирались.
Культурный центр. Multicultural center. To me.
А у
ஒரு
всех
ஷைனை
таких мужик,
Very famous. Yeah. Ага, you think it's a church?
That is church, this is art gallery.
Новая, там уже церковь сейчас, или нет? Передают.
அது church. Church இது art gallery. இது நான் போயிருக்கேன்.
Becoming church again.
Okay.
So now it's in the process. That was quite some parts, but not all parts. And now we'll tell you about it.
நமக்கு வீடியோ எடுக்கவேல
It's
யாரு?
not church.
நம்மள எடுத்தாங்க நம்மள.
அது இல்ல இதெல்லாம் யார் எடுக்கிறது
நமக்கு நம்ம தான் எடுக்கணும்.
சரி குடு
Now it's becoming the process of becoming church again.
Please come here.
Come here, you can see this concert.
So it's like church play. People like read Bible here, like that, teach people here about how people find. Little later, when wars coming, came communism. After revolution, it was really, really bloody. They killed everyone, every symbol of religion, of faith.
Faith, symbol of faith.
They kill every symbol of faith, and after they just use it as like a shelter. They use it like a shelter version wall because the wall is 2 meters, just wall.
Very wide.
Very wide. And after revolution is finished, the war takes place. The church came again. Church as much time no have his own building, and after finally give back, they give it back to people from the church. After just careful. After they started, it was like a private school, but it was school not just about the faith. It was school about one important thing about Russia. Typical people can't study just like this. We now have a lot of schools. That's why if you
Now, yeah.
yes, right now of course.
12 years ago, they couldn't start.
Yes. So if you want to know something about chemistry, philosophy, or math technology, you must go to school like this. But it's called not school. It was like
Seminar school. So it was a special school in Russia. It was called seminarium because only rich people could study. Ordinary people who worked on their land, so they couldn't study. Not as in lots of countries. It was for important for rich people, their children, seminarium.
And for you understood the level of greatness of Perm city, I want to ask you: someone love radio? Someone listen radio in the car, or just sometimes when it's boring?
Radio?
Radio.
Radio sometimes?
Да.
Do you know who invented the radio? Who invented the radio? It was a very important invention. Кто изобрел радио? А? Кто?
Точно радио.
А?
По именем.
Фамилию все его знают.
Surname.
Попов.
Popov.
Popov invented the radio. He was very important for that, and he lived in
He's lived in Perm, and I'm telling you more. He studied here.
this seminary.
It's really interesting thing. The culture here, the study program was really, really orthodox.
Orthodox.
Really vintage, really old, traditional.
Very strict.
Right now it's called Майндбол. Очень костное образование
So it
было.
was a very strict. It was very strict for behavior, for sciences, for knowledge. Very strict.
But people who finish education here was full of freedom. It's the people like Alexander Stepanovich Popov, creator of all radio, all the world listen music just because of him. And he studied in our Perm city.
Wow.
What's next? Pavel Petrovich Bajov. I think every Russian students know the
Бажов. Сказки Бажов. Сказки Бажова. Fairy tales. A lot of fairy tales. For example, the
owner of
Copper Mountain. It's a very famous
fairy tale.
book here. So he wrote lots of famous
Too
books.
many writers. Mikhail Andreevich Assorkin, Dmitry Narkisovich Mamin Sibirak. Mamin Sibirak is the author. From the children time we know his stories.
So all pupils here study these names at school. That is why we know so well. And all these people studied here.
В общем, if Perm has heart, it will be heart of Perm because it was the oldest historical place. It's the old monument historical place. After when we had World Second War, we had high education of pilots. People teach pilots here, and and one really successful student, Alexander Покрышкин, he was pilot, and he's hit 59
Fascists
fascist planes.
during the war.
So thanks only for this building, we can protect our home.
just in the elevators.
Так, let's continue. Дальше у нас будет духовная консистория. Okay, really interesting. Someone can read what people write on
What's written on the door? Can you read what is written on the door? What is it now?
Middle line.
On the door, on this table, what is written?
Middle line or the
Permskaya?
first? Permskaya.
No, in the middle.
Khudu-
Permskaya.
Художественная.
Художественная.
Да. Галерея.
Галерея. So it's Perm Gallery of Art. Perm
Oh.
Gallery of Art.
We can go inside?
Now, no, because it's for money, but actually you can.
Oh.
For students, they always have some,
Discount.
yes, and you should know, lots of our museums are free. Каждую третью среду, да?
Wednesday of
A
the
lot
month.
a lot of museums in Perm, gallery too, they are free without payment every third Wednesday of the month.
Так,
The
ну,
third Wednesday of every month, it's absolutely free. You can go and see. And that part is again church. As you
and
can
plus
see.
one important reason why I should visit this place, because under this, inside this building, have uniqueness collection of Perm tree sculpture. It was really
Wooden
old.
sculpture.
Yeah, wooden
Perm wooden
sculpture.
sculpture inside.
So it was like a first visit card of Perm city before. Все, можем двигаться дальше.
So can we continue?
Yes.
Yes, you can go. It's very beautiful. Beautiful pictures there.
Так, эти поближе, а эти подальше. Сюда? Туда. Ага.
Чтобы речку было видно. Вы нам что-то сказать хотите? Подождите. Мы сфотографируемся.
Внимание.
Люди, попавшие в сложную жизненную ситуацию, могут сюда прийти бесплатно послушать. Мы так волонтеры.
So you might sit documents.
In Russian, in English is like a place where all the documents are kept, like a document keeping house, I would say, bookkeeping.
So if say about this church, it was a place. First, people who control this apartment. First, they think about healthy of body of people. It was medical center. After they started feel worried about healthy of mind, and the church came here and started to speak about some
So,
some soul, saving soul, spiritual things, and all like this. And after 43 years, 43 years, э, защищаюсь. Канцелярия, тут вообще было все достаточно непонятно, если сказать простыми словами, сначала по-русски. Опять была какая-то борьба за власть, и долгое время вот это здание вообще пустовало. That house was empty so much time because it was fight between two on those time really strong
strong powers for
strong
this
powers,
building. They
да.
didn't know. Everyone wanted to get it and to have something.
Church
here.
or hospital, but how it happens in the life, the war are started, and the questions who will get this apartment is gone. So the hospital, it was a really cool hospital. It was really important strategy place for Perm. Получается, абсолютно все офицеры для того, чтобы поехать до одной здесь проходили военную комиссию. Every officer, every soldier who want to go to protect his house must go there. Did some
Medical commission.
medical commission, did some
to go to war.
official documents, and after he might go.
Okay.
А потом, after war, when this war are gone, and after some time house was empty, and after in this beautiful place came people of art, and after is stay place of art and a lot of really cool style, special uniqueness Perm style was created, was born here. So many really famous people like Илья Глазунов, the person who was не буду говорить политически, как он кем кто был, но он просто там у меня he was person who created this короче, различно основал Российскую академию искусств, художеств и ваяния Ильи Глазунова. Those building what we saw when we just started our excursion, he's created this place.
Academy of Art. The who founded the academy created this place.
Ну и, собственно, очень много здесь. Здесь практически родилась киностудия Мосфильм, которая сняла более 30 фильмов. Да, вот здесь вот у нас Мясников, который здесь родился.
So, do you know Studio Mosfilm? It's in Moscow. They create lots of films. Lots of old, very important, very famous films in Russia were created in the studio. It started here. So the man who founded the studio, after that, he came to Moscow and founded the studio here, and it became famous. But he started in this building.
То есть очень много таких интересных фильмов, которые ребятам ничего не дадут, как белый фильм «Черноуха», «Зори здесь тихие», «Война и мир». Очень really powerful from ideology side.
The ideological films about history, about war. For Russian people, we know all these films.
So all of this movie important for every Russian people.
They were made here.
Yes, it was made here in first, and second one, they show war without any romantic side. They show war like something really dirty, really bloody. So everyone who expects some curious movement, love, and something like this, people might understood. There is nothing like this on the war. And every movie was created in this place, show and explain. We shouldn't repeat this mistake.
Zori здесь тихие is a film, actually. I will tell you about this. You can find it. This film was remade some years ago. Now we have two variants. A very old variant, which was made actually here. And the new variant, about 5 years, около 5 лет назад, да, пересняли? About 5 years ago, it was remade. It's my advice to watch this story. It's very sad. It's about women who came to war. Unfortunately, all these women died at the end, but the story is very deep. and shows different characters and the tragedy of war for women. For women who could have families, children, and finally they finish their life during the war with fascists. So you can find this film in two variants, as you wish, in the internet. In a very old one and the one which was made about 5 years ago. So 2018, 19, I don't know exactly. Watch it. It's a very deep movie. Actually, it's interesting but sad.
So we can keep moving. Раз у нас торговая баня здесь, она буквально, по-моему, вот она вот как раз таки красненькая, нет?
What? You can use Vanya. People just, yes, it's like massage. It's very good for health. And people, it's very important. After that, people wash themselves.
Steam,
And it's
steam
very
bath,
important.
yeah.
It's tradition.
अरे उससे
अरे वो हाउसफुल में नहीं देखा है क्या?
उससे मारते हैं।
अच्छा।
ये
Наверное, она
अलग है
есть
इनका
вот
बात,
маленькая.
वो हौसवाना अलग है। ये वानी कुछ में ही होता है कि वो पत्ते का बना होता है, उसको हलवल होता है, उससे एक दूसरे को फेंटते हैं। वो लगती तो नहीं है, वो हेल्थ बेनिफिट देते हैं, उसके बाद नहा लेते हैं। नहीं इतना समझा।
Вот она. Yes, here is Zuna.
Вот в таком формате.
Нет, подождите. Yeah, it also helps people to feel them and not have. And what is it?
В общем, давайте начнем. Да, сначала по-русски я уже по-русски. В 1874 году Василий Петрович Кашин от имени Екатерины Павловны подал заявку в городскую праву на размещение в своем доме паровой установки для общественной бани. So he's made decision with his wife made some process. It's
Steam machine.
да, that place.
Steam machine. It was a steam machine to put in his building.
It was the first trade. It's called trade bath, trade sauna, like social, общественная
Social
баня.
bath.
Ага.
Banya, I told you what is banya. Like sauna, people use these, how to say it?
Like room, but
Yeah, like, it's not. It's very hot there as in sauna. But sauna is dry, banya is wet. A lot of water, so people get very hot. And after that, they wash themselves. And in very old days, people couldn't wash themselves in other places because not all people were rich. And that was a social banya, a social place for people who don't have money to wash themselves.
да, то есть получается, сначала она была одноэтажным. First it was before like
One story.
one floor, ground floor. It was like just basement. Тогда уже впервые в Перми начали появляться общественные льготы для офицеров. Когда, допустим, какой-нибудь семьянин мог от 50 копеек до 1 заплатить, от 50 до 1 рубля, а тогда уже общественные льготы были для солдат. For soldiers we had special prices for this because they will
Like discount.
discount for some social class. We first have it in Perm here. Так, ну и самая любимая моя часть истории. Специально для этого должен был быть частный водопровод. Там сделали бассейн такой. And thankfully for this special частный private water tube, you know, like в Перми появился на набережной первый фонтан. То есть в истории Перми вообще первый фонтан появился благодаря частникам, которые решили заработать. In the history of Perm, first fontan, first water
First one.
was created thankfully for people who just want to make some money.
And they did this private water.
Это одна из старейших и единственная баня того времени, которая до нас дошла. It's the more oldest and it's just one unit
The unique.
sauna what we get till our time. And when we had so many world, I don't want to speak about which one because we had a lot of them. So people when they was evacuated from some area have too many insects in the
Ticks, too many
clothes.
ticks.
And it was government some group, то есть это был
governmental sanitary passing point for all the people who were evacuated because they had to be checked for these ticks for some illnesses, skin, and that was the place, sanitary place.
Так. И получается, это просто чудо, что, по сути, частная организация, которая была создана для собственного заработка, смогла привнести в такой большой вклад вообще в историю развития Перми. It's a miracle, just one like own place for was created for making money, helped the town so much. Так, ну, и у нас с вами получается финальное.
Final place.
Ага, набережный сад у нас с вами сейчас будет. Давайте с вами пройдем немного дальше. Final point about I just made that decision not to make this excursion really long because it's really important for me to keep your attention on me what I speak. It will be interesting for everyone. It was not just like official necessary things and after you just say, oh, it was not interesting. Так, сейчас мы поговорим с вами про набережный сад. Набережный сад имени Федора Михайловича Решетникова. Вот это вот у нас набережный сад. Набережная. Как у нас по-английски?
Bank of the river. It's a bank of the river garden.
Bank of the River Garden. So it's the favorite place of every person in Perm City. Before it's called God Garden, Козий сад, because we had the collective union, коллективное хозяйство, and it was a place where a goat can walk around and eat some grass.
The place where goats were walking the whole day. You know, like cows, there were a lot of goats. And that was the place where they could walk, eat. So what?
Before it has big gates, and with Anton Pavlovich Chekhov is really famous writer.
Chekhov, I think you know this Russian writer, Chekhov.
Was a really interesting story. He won't visit this garden, but he's can't do it because of snow. We had a lot of snow, and before, I think government not really care about comfortable.
So the snow wasn't cleaned. In
Yeah,
winter,
snow wasn't
those
cleaned,
days, not
like-
like now.
Ага.
Now everything is clean.
Clean,
But
yeah.
those days,
Да. То есть here is the place where is relations are started, are finished.
people meet here, yeah, people fall in love.
People kisses here first because it was really beautiful. Пароход
Romantic. Sheep root.
Да, да. То есть это такое место для романтики, для встреч. Завсегдатые баров очень любили продолжать здесь сидеть. Да, их выгоняли, но я думаю, что про это не стоит. Так, ну, тут еще был оркестр. Потом у нас здесь начались оркестры. After, like every town, we had some symphonium club here, like people, musicians came here, something. Ну, play something. Как-то, ну, музыкальный банд приходили сюда.
Musical bands
Musical band came and tried to
played
play.
just for old people.
Потом, в 1861 году, единственное вот такое примечательное, что можно в завершение сказать по поводу вот этого сада, пермская общественность хотела переименовать этот сквер в сад Багратиона. Но вот это общество просто не приняло. Вот, обществу не понравился сад Багратиона, все. Козий закон остался козьим законом, получается. Ну, а соответственно, чуть попозже вот, имя писателя-демократа Федора Решетникова было знакомо каждому пермяку. И вот каждый пермяк был не против, если вот этот сад чудесный, так вот его и назвали. It has some problem about how officially should name this place, because definitely no one can say we had a goat area. No one official in government can say like this. So
The
they
Garden of Goats, yeah, it's not very romantic.
yes, and they try to give it one name, Garden by Bagration, but no one's don't appreciate it. That's why people little later choose one important
Person,
person with high reputation. People know it's Reshetnikov, and people don't mind. Say okay, it will be gardened by Mikhail Fedorovich Reshetnikov.
they decided that it's good, and now it's still.
So, with pleasure, I want to say I finished my excursion. It was really, really cool for me. I'm really happy to speak with you today. I really hope it was interesting for you.
Yes.
And it was really, really cool and important experience for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And in the end, yes, you can now walk, yeah, here along the river.
So what's the
Watch-
exact name of this place right now?
Сейчас это Garden by Решетников. Сад имени Решетникова.
Okay.
the garden
Сад
of
имени
Решетникова. The garden of Решетникова.
Garden of Решетникова.
And the statue which is made.
This statue, I wanted to say, you can say,
Ага.
героические красные войска, взявшие Пермь и Кунгур. That's the monument for Red Army. You know, it's
Yes,
during revolution. Революция, да, получается? They took Perm and Kungur. Perm and Kungur became Soviets like this. Those days.
Одна Юлия,
It
да.
was during the 1st of July 1919. So those days, that was, two powers, monarchy and Bolsheviks, they fought, and after the revolution, some places continued being monarch. Actually, Perm was in the group which didn't like Bolsheviks those days. Я правильно, да, говорю? Не любили большевиков, насколько помню. Наоборот.
Пермь была одна из самых
Большевистских?
революционных.
Наоборот. Наоборот, они монархию. Нет, а почему тогда у нас до образования университета, это помните, здесь говорят, что сейчас русский будет? Потому что не принимали, наоборот. Нет?
Она была довольно революционной.
So no, I'm not right. The Perm was rather a revolutionary place, and they were ready
Здесь подпольная типография.
to work with Bolsheviks, but they had to go along the country. Все равно по стране надо было, да, получается, пройти. And when the army came, so Perm was happy to become Bolsheviks city, and that's the monument for Red Army, Красная армия, большевистская
Пермь
армия.
долго называлась Молотов.
Yeah, Perm had another name, Molotov, in Soviet time. Yeah, so what this monument is about it. Yeah.
Molotov with a fire. Molotov.
इसका नाम
Molotov.
सिटी का नाम था
Meaning of Molotov.
Molot is a hammer.
Молотов
Oh.
это тот, кто изобрел коктейль Молотов.
Molotov is a person who invented first cocktail
Ex-
Molotova is a
explosive.
special explosive mixture,
Oh.
like a bomb.
Da,
So
I said
Molotov
fire.
is a person who
Da.
invented it. That is why it was named. So, like this. And I wanted, so one more time, a little applause to Danila. It was his first excursion.
Wow.
So I think that it was really good.
Yeah.
Это была первая экскурсия для Данилы, и я думаю, что очень успешная. И мы будем еще... So we will invite you to more excursions. We have lots of ideas. Don't forget to visit our events, to follow us in VK.
Yeah.
ВКонтакте, не забывайте следовать. Да. So we have 3 people who are not in VK now. Кто? Вот нет, вот эти молодые.
Oh,
Вот
we
двое,
can
двое, да.
open the weekend
Остальные
ad.
всё. In VK, yeah, you have.
Хто на велосипеді?
People in vacation. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can go walking. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. Спасибо.